I remember as a kid, my father really liked to garden and grow food. My dad still gardens, and he and I still trade tips and experiences and like, oh, what's growing in your garden right now? You know, are your tomatoes doing okay? And it does feel like kind of like a roots thing for me. I'm Jessica Rinks, and I'm president of the Forest Park Community Garden. A community garden actually can come in many sort of forms. So part of our mission is to teach the community to build organic, sustainable food systems. And what that means is, you know, we want people to sort of learn where food comes from. You know, when kids don't realize apples come from the refrigerator, you know, do they come from trees? I don't know. Do they grow underground? I don't know. Part of gardening is, I think, actually coming into the garden and growing some of your own stuff and giving it a go helps to bridge that disconnect a little bit. We're going to be building probably about a 400 square foot food pantry garden. Comcast is going to help us to install a flagstone path through the park that'll lead to our garden entrance and then down to the food pantry garden. We hope to add a couple benches for additional seatings and help us move, you know, literally truckloads full of dirt and wood chips. I just can't really get my mind around it. It should be an awesome event.
We've got quite a large group of volunteers from Comcast, and we're so excited to have these volunteers out here today for Comcast Cares Day. And today we're beginning the transformation of installing all these planting beds. And with the many volunteers that we have from Comcast, we're going to be able to hopefully get this project accomplished in just one day.
There's so many people that live in condos and apartments in our village, and they don't have a place to garden like we do, and so we just kind of started calling around and saying, hey, we want to start a community garden. What do we do? And now we're doing this massive expansion.
I'm a resident here of Forest Park. As a matter of fact, I live just a half block down, so it's a nice, simple walk for me. And I intend to have a garden here to grow some vegetables. I intend to actually donate the vegetables that I grow to the food bank. And of course, this is all possible thanks to Comcast, which I really appreciate. The fact that they're actually taking the time and effort of not only putting money here, but providing people to help put this together. This is great for our community.
You know, it's a wonderful opportunity to get volunteers to come out and assist an initiative like this. And in this particular case, we've always looked at Comcast as being one of our partners here in the village of Forest Park. We've always enjoyed a great working relationship with them, and truly it speaks volumes for the company Comcast because they are committed to community and willing to call upon their employees to come out and help in the community. I think it says a lot.
That's really my favorite part about the project is that you get to involve not just the Comcast employees, but their friends and family. And it's just really a great way for us to give back and say thank you to the communities that we live and work.
This was really a surprise to me, but what ended up being the best part of this entire project to me was how it connected me to my community. I've never lived anywhere where I felt such a connection to the community, and it's really seriously all been because of this garden. My core group of friends now are people that I met through either gardening or building this garden, and I've gotten to know people at the village office and the park district, and you know, it's something I've never experienced before, where I actually go places and I see people that I know, and I feel a real affinity for Forest Park now based on this garden.
The obvious benefit is we're providing space for people to garden who may not have space themselves. You know, they live in a condo, you know, they don't even have a balcony, and we're providing them with some nice sunny space. We're also used to being shut in our houses and doing our own thing, but when we get out in the community garden and we meet the other people who are there, you just sort of gain a whole new feeling for community, and you get to know your neighbors. And it really, for me, it was a really enriching experience. I got a big group of friends and people that I know because of my involvement in the community garden. Like, I love living in Forest Park, but it's a whole different story now. It's 10 times better than I ever thought it would be, just because of the community I've built through the garden.